Coming up next on Columbus Connections, we're going to talk to a great organization, Changing Faces Within, and also going to let you know everything you need to know about the Fountain City Classic. Stay tuned.
Get ready for all of the hard-hitting action of the 28th Annual Fountain City Classic, featuring the battle between the powerful Golden Rams of Albany State University and the mighty Wildcats of Fort Valley State University, Saturday, November 4th at 2 o'clock p.m. at the A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium. And be sure to check out all of the classic events, including the FCC Health Fair, the Cufflinks and Pearls Networking Mixer, the Recruitment Fair, the FCC Golf Classic, and the official after party at the Trade Center. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. The 28th Annual Fountain City Classic. Don't miss it.
Welcome to Columbus Connections. I am your host, David Britt, and today we are doing what we do best, letting you know about organizations and events going on in the community that will shape your life. Right now I have with me, if you've never heard of Changing Faces Within, it is an awesome organization, and I have with me today the founder of it. I'm going to let her explain to you who she is and what they do. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Now tell us your name first.
My name is Antoinette Wall, and I am the founder of Changing Faces Within Incorporated. It is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and it was founded 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. We deal with women ages 18 and above, and we empower them.
Yeah.
We give them tools that is needed to change their mindset. And we also, those that might have be lacking, they might be going through abusive situations, or they just might be lost. We get them on the right track. Mm-hmm. And we do that by educating them, mentoring them, and giving them the skills for life skills to succeed. So
the young women, teenage women and young adults who are going down the right path or have some sort of issue where they need a little guidance, a little help, and that are dealing with internal issues, you guys help them, guide them, mentor them, and get them going, like you said, on the right track. Tell us a little bit about your story, how you came about it, what brought about Changing Faces Within.
Changing Faces Within, it started out as an undergrad assignment. I just wanted to be the first short runway model, but my dad had told me to go to school just in case something happens. So that's what I did. I went to school, and the teacher was like, hey, you guys pretend like y'all have an organization or a business that you want to get started. And that's what we did. We started, but it was called Oil of Joy then. And then God told me to change it. And I was like, change it to what? He's like, Changing Faces. And I was like, okay, Changing Faces Within. So I want to go inside and come out. That's like something that's lacking in the community. So in the future, we plan to have transitional housing for some of the ladies.
Gotcha.
So we have a program that's been doing amazing. I sit back and I go on Facebook and I'm looking at some of the ladies that have went through the program, and all I see is smiles, all I see is family, and all I see is, another chance.
Tell us about some of those ladies, some of those situations that they've had, and where they started off at and where they're at now.
A lot of the ladies that I deal with, we go to the Muskogee County Jail and the Trinity House. And we go to the faith-based dorm. So
the what now?
The faith-based dorm.
Gotcha.
So in this dorm, we use cognitive behavior therapy, which means we use music and we use coloring. And I know you like coloring, but coloring I use the music and coloring for two things: to gain trust and to let them escape for 2 hours.
Gotcha.
So once I gain their trust, they're able to open up to me and start telling me, like, say, for instance, they've been in jail in and out, they revolving door. But since they've been going through women's image, their mindset has changed. They might go out, but when they come back in and they see me, they're like, Miss Nisi, I can explain, but, I'm not here to judge you.
Right.
We go in there with love. That's what it's about. That's what the community is missing, is love and unification. So we're teaching them as women, we're the seed carriers. So if we're messed up, our kids are going to be messed up. So it's like a generational. So at what point do we want to stop the craziness? And that's what Changing Faces Within is. It's a place where we come, we give you a class about you. That's what Women Image is about. It's about you. What you get in, what you put in is what you get out. I tell them like this. First of all, I don't talk to the inmates. I don't call them inmates. They're teammates. And I'm trying to show them, hey, if y'all work together, who knows what can happen in here. So when we work together, I tell them also, we are all on a road trip. And you know how you see a rest stop when you're traveling? I tell them, this is your rest stop. You've been driving for years, you've been driving for hours, whatever, and it's time for you to pull over. So this is your rest stop. And once you get some rest, you can get back on the road and continue on your destination.
Right, because you can never judge a person because you never know where they've been, you don't know where they're at, and nobody knows where they're going. So you just you're instilling to them that you may be in a bad situation now, but as they say, don't let this present condition determine your future.
Exactly. You know, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
And see, for me, I don't read the news, or I don't focus on the news, because if I were to focus on the news, I can't see these people for who they really are. So when I go in there, I mean, it's full of love and just hearing them out, because I think that's what's missing. People don't have time anymore. People don't have time to listen. People don't have time to just have that, everybody's,
on their phones.
Yeah, it's some kind of gadgets, but it's like.
So when you meet them while they're incarcerated, and then you maintain contact with them once they're released, or they go into the program once they're released, or how does it work?
Well, they actually contact me. That's the only way that I know that they're out, is that they contact me either phone or on Facebook. So that's how I've been keeping in contact with a lot of them. But the females that I've run across, their story is, I got locked up because my boyfriend had some drugs up under the car, or I got locked up because I was shoplifting trying to help my babies, but a lot of them have lost their kids, and we're working on getting them back into society, so that family, that's what's missing. So that's what we're trying to capture right now.
Gotcha. And you guys have an event coming up.
Oh yes, we have Rip the Runway, and it's gonna occur October 28th at Columbus State, the Cunningham Center. Y'all come out and check it out, because you would think that you're at a New York Fashion Week or something, because some of the ladies that's gone through the program are going to be some of the models with other people in the community. And when I say amazing, these women are so amazing. So, I mean, come out, support us.
But it's more than, and I know some of these backstory because you're a veteran to the show, but it's more than just the fashion show. It's these women who they're having a chance to be a part of something, to help put it together, that responsibility of it, that bring their family. It's kind of them showing like, look where I've become, look where I've transcended to.
The purpose of the fashion show is to, you know how some of these people get on drugs and they celebrate in the world, and they celebrate doing drugs and getting high. But we celebrating you while you sober.
Gotcha.
To show them, hey, you know what? You are beautiful. You don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to sell your body. If you love who you are, people are going to love you. So that's what it's all about.
Gotcha. And like you said, you're changing faces within. You're starting from the inside and those internal things that are developed. And through that, they change their outward appearance.
Oh, yes. And the amazing thing that I have witnessed so far is one of the ladies, she has a, what's the band? I mean, house arrest.
House arrest, right.
Well, she can go to work and everything, but because of the fact she's been really trying to get her life right, they're taking it off for that night. And
Nice.
I think that's like so amazing. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not even, okay, all right.
Before you get all teared up, now tell us how can people contact you and where they can get the tickets for the fashion show.
You can get the tickets from UPS store on Macon Road, which is 2525 Auburn Avenue. I think it's Suite 25, but it's the UPS store on Macon Road. You can go to Faith Tabernacle off Floyd Road. I forgot that address. I think it's 1603 Floyd Road. You can contact Antoinese, which is me, at 706-575-5026. Or you can also you can reach me at changingfaceswithin@gmail.com.
Gotcha. Awesome thing you guys are doing. They come every year when this is going on, and we invite you back as long as it goes on. Great things in the community, changing faces within. We will be right back to tell you more about the Fountain City Classic. Stay tuned.
I volunteer.
Step up. I volunteer.
Cool.
I volunteer.
We volunteer.
And I volunteer.
Hi, I'm Sally Goins, the volunteer coordinator here at Columbus Animal Care and Control, and we would love to have you come and help make a difference. If you're interested in volunteering, please call me at 706-225-4666 or email me at animalcontrol@columbusga.org.
Bicycles are fun at any age. Just remember the rules of the road when you're out enjoying a bike ride. And motorists, when you're sharing the road with cyclists, use caution and give at least 3 feet when passing. Bicycles are safe, fun, and sensible. When you ride, be visible, be predictable, and be alert. You'll have a safe ride and a great time. Let's get there together, Georgia. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety and Georgia Bikes.
Welcome back to Columbus Connections, and now the moment you have all been waiting for, one of the biggest weekends in Columbus, Georgia, the Fountain City Classic. Fort Valley and Albany State and everything that goes with that week. A veteran of Columbus, a veteran of communications here in the city, Mr. Carlos Williams is with me. This is the events that's going on. We're going to get to all these and talk about it and break it all the way down. Mr. Williams, welcome back.
Hey, pleasure to be here. Thank y'all for having us.
Now, so if you haven't seen his face on TV, you've been under a rock. You're everywhere. You're the voice in high school football. You do so much with the news and commercials. And
Well, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You know, the good Lord blessed me with good health and the ability to get from here to there, and so I take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're here now with
Yeah.
the Fountain City Classic Committee.
Yeah, Fountain City Classic Committee, let me say a very, very hard-working committee made up of Fort Valley State and Albany State alumni here locally primarily. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we get together way back around August and start planning this game, and some planning actually goes on year-round, you know, to make sure that the alumni coming in from both of these schools have a great time while they're here. We already know it's going to be an exciting football game.
Yeah.
These are two old rivals that have been playing since, I think, the 40s or early 40s. They've been playing here in Columbus, of course, for the last 28 years. This will be the 28th annual. And every game has been just very competitive.
Yeah. And if you're new to the Columbus area, what we're talking about is Fort Valley State University and Albany State University, two historically black colleges who are very close in proximity to Columbus, so a lot of Columbus residents go to these schools. Well, they have a classic here, like you said, for the past almost 30 years, and it is just a big homecoming from Columbus. People who have moved away come back, and whether you're an alumni of that school, just growing up in Columbus, there's the parade, there's the food, there's the tailgating, there's the game, there's the halftime show. There's so much that goes into this weekend that it just makes Columbus. In 28 years, there's never been any kind of bad happening.
Oh, no.
It's just all just family, just the best vibe, if you will, that you could just ever have.
Yeah. Best family atmosphere. You know, it's a family atmosphere, family event. You know, we make sure with Major Barker Wright, Warner Barker Wright, that we have great security. And as you said, there have been no incidents, and we don't expect any either. Yeah. We just expect people to want to come down and have a good time and see old friends. And you were mentioning about the rivalry between the two schools and the distance between the two schools. My mother, for instance, God rest her soul, she went to Albany State, and she loved them Golden Rams. I went to Fort Valley State, so you can imagine that kind of a house divided. Well, she didn't want me to go to move to Albany because I got a lot of relatives there. So she felt like I would do more partying than studying. Right. So, of course, that didn't happen. But she insisted that I go to Fort Valley State. But there are a lot of households that are divided like that where maybe the mom or dad went to either or. So I think that's what one of the things that enhances this rivalry. Right.
Well, let's go and get into it. This is the 28th annual Fountain City Classic schedule. I have the schedule of events for the Fountain City Classic in my hand. Now, Sundays, we're starting October 29th, starting at 10 a.m. We want to start off with the worship service. That's going to be at Greater Bellwood Baptist Church.
Yeah.
That's at 4419 Sherwood Avenue. Reverend Adrian Chester is the pastor. Shout out to Adrian Chester. He's a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Then, this is a week-long thing. Monday, October 30th, that's the health fair.
Yep.
So tell us about the health fair.
Well, the health fair should be the 9th or 10th annual. It was a way of us giving something back to the community. It's free. We'll have people there with blood pressure checks and different health exams. And it's free and open to the public. And so we want Columbus folks to come out and get themselves checked.
Right, and that's another reason why it's a great event for the community is it gives back. So come check your health, get your health screening, absolutely free, open to the public. Now, this next event is not open to the public. Of course, it's the Media and Coaches Luncheon. That's going to be at the Trade Center, but that is by invitation only. And that's that press conference you see where the coaches get together and you see the two helmets on the table. And that's really just really kicking things off.
It really is, and this is always exciting for the media because they'll get to talk with both coaches and interview players who the coaches will bring a lot of the players who maybe graduated from high schools here locally, and so that's always an exciting affair. There will be alumni down there as well for the media to interview. So we're expecting a packed house down there.
Gotcha. And now 2 things are happening on Thursday, and one is the University Recruitment Fair.
Yeah.
And the thing to realize about this is where seeds are planted in the minds of youths who may have thought of only staying in town to go off to school, or maybe not even have thought about going to school, and they have an opportunity to say, maybe college is for me, and maybe Tuskegee and maybe Fort Valley or Albany State is the place that I want to be. So we have a University Recruitment Fair. It's going to be, again, 7 to 9, Thursday, November 2nd. That's going to be at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center.
Yeah.
And then also, there's going to be the 10th Annual Fountain City Classic, Cufflinks and Pearls, Leaders of Today and Tomorrow Networking Mixer. That's from 6 to 9, and this is going to be at the River Center. This is just a great networking place. This is where you just put on your best outfit, and it's just everybody's out there dressed nice, slight hors d'oeuvres and food, just having a good time.
And you come and meet and mingle and meet people you don't know and other professionals. And we were trying to lock in David Banner as a special guest for that event as well. So we hope we can make that happen, and we hope we have a nice crowd down there as well. Nice. And you were talking about the recruitment fair. That's always popular. We'll have high school students down there who maybe would want to attend Fort Valley or Albany State. There will be recruiters there to tell them all about these 2 great institutions. So they can log on to FountainCityClassic.com for all the information they need.
Gotcha. Now, Friday is when everything starts kicking off. Starting in the morning, 7 a.m. This is where you all don't have any sleep for the rest of the weekend.
Exactly.
Starting at 7 a.m. Is Fountain City FCC Coffee Sip. It's going to be at Krispy Kreme Donuts, and that's when the radio station is out, Michael Stowe's out there, and that's when you getting everybody geared up for the weekend. Yeah,
you get to talk a little trash. You come out, and we want to thank our place up there, the donut shop there, Krispy Kreme, for hosting us for the last couple of years. Yeah. And so we're getting an early start. I feel like we're not getting any sleep now. We definitely won't get any that weekend.
Yeah. And then what would a classic be without a golf classic? So the 25th Annual FCC Golf Classic Lunch and Registration. So we're starting at 12 o'clock. You guys are going to be on the golf course, and if you want to, is it too late to sign up for that? Or
not too late. Register online, FountainCityClassic.com. Frat brothers Robert Anderson and Howard Pendleton have done a great job with that ever since we've started it, and so we want as many golfers as can to register and come out and socialize with us.
Gotcha. So if you are a young Tiger Woods, minus the controversy, contact Robert Anderson at 706-326-5668 or Howard Pendleton at 706-575-7211. I guess Tiger Woods hasn't been doing so good, but if you play golf, that's who you contact.
Oh yeah.
And then the vendor fair, that's when the you can 5 to 11 a.m. That's when if you're tailgating, if you have your RV, that's when the vendor fair opens up. That's when you can bring it down there. Now, do y'all still have? I'm imagining all the spots have probably filled up, or have they?
I think we may have a couple still open, but not many. And that vendor fair is going to be primarily the vendors that will be selling school merchandise, fraternity and Greek gear.
Yes, some of that stuff you can't even get until this time of year. Some of that
Exactly.
paraphernalia. And
you can't find it because those guys travel the country, during these different fairs and whatnot. So here's a time to come out and take part in this vendor fair.
Yeah. And then that night, the old school, new school party starting at 9. That's going to be, again, at the Trade Center. So everything is centrally located, like around the downtown area. So you don't have to go far to have a good time.
Oh, no. And those that stay at the Marriott right across the street can just walk, obviously. And so, that's what makes this classic so popular. Even when we have events that may take place at the Civic Center, then you're right there at the stadium and vice versa.
Gotcha. And then Saturday, 9 a.m., the parade.
The parade is going to be bigger and better this year. We're expecting both Albany State's band and Fort Valley State's marching Wildcat band to come. Albany State, of course, I think they went to California last year to march in one of the major parades out there. Yeah. And so both of these bands are very popular, very well known, and we'll have a lot of local high school bands there as well. Carvin, Spencer will be there, and Shaw. And so come out, bring the kids, and have a good time.
Right. And then, of course, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday is when tailgating happens. So if you're tailgating, 7 a.m. is when it starts, 8 p.m. is when it closes. But you really want to be in the game. You really want to be in the game starting at 2 p.m. That's where you want to be.
Exactly. We love the tailgaters, but we like for them to do what they're going to do before the kickoff at 2 p.m. And then come inside and root on their favorite team. But there'll be a lot of tailgating, a lot of meeting and greeting and so forth. But the action, at least for this big game, is going to be inside the stadium.
Yeah. And it's not over. Even when the game's over, even when tailgating is over, there's still more to come. 9 p.m., the FCC All Greek After Game Party. That's being hosted by Our Heart Media and their on-air personalities. And that, again, is going to be at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center in Ballroom C.
iHeart has done a great job the last couple of years of hosting that for us, and we want all of the alumni, win, lose, or draw. If you lose, don't go straight home. Now, come on down and party with us at the big alumni dance. I need to mention, too, quickly, and Albany State folks are going to get on me for this, that Fort Valley State won last year. And that was kind of a rarity because Albany State leads this series, this particular Fountain City Classic series, probably 20-8 maybe, or 20-7. Margin. And so it was a rare win, but Fort Valley did take advantage and went on to win the SIAC Conference Championship after that.
There's been a lot of unexpected wins going on lately with Fort Valley and it's Carver Spencer and the presidency. But anyway, the Fountain City Classic scheduled events. First, how can they contact you guys if they want to go online or check out what you guys have going on?
FountainCityClassic.com, and we'll give you all the information you need. And, as I was mentioning earlier, the football game is the focal point of this entire weekend. Need to also quickly add that both teams are playing very good football right now. They are currently undefeated on the eastern side of the conference, and as they were last year. And so they were playing for that East Side Division championship last year. On the west side is Tuskegee and Kentucky State and Miles College and a couple of other schools. And Fort Valley, Albany State, Morehouse, those schools play on the eastern side. So Morehouse has been eliminated, but Fort Valley State and Albany State still slugging away, and we are hopeful that they'll be playing for that eastern side championship again when they come to Columbus.
All right, there you have it, November 1st, the first week of November, and that weekend, November 4th, is the weekend of Columbus.
Big day.
So again, go to FountainCityClassic.com if you need any more information. But again, great week, a time to have fun, a time where they give back to the community. You do not want to miss it.
Exactly. May I quickly add, Jean Lynn is our Albany State Alumni Chapter President, and she is our co-chairman for the Fountain City Classic Committee, and Sandra Ellison is the local chapter president for Fort Valley State University. She does a fantastic job, and of course, Brother Cameron Smyrie is our overall chairman, and has been a hard-working individual for all 28 years, and so shout out to those individuals, and keep up the good work.
All right. There you go. Thanks for watching Columbus Connections.